Hey, what's up, people on YouTube? I'm James,
I'm Czar.
and we're here to do a new segment on our channel, which is going to be cheap reviews. Basically, we're going to be reviewing cheap media and, stuff like that, stuff that basically try to be under $20. So today we're going to review the anime movie Domain of Murder, which was made in 1992 by, to be frank, I don't really know. Domain of Murder is a story of a private investigator in Tokyo who is hired by a man's wife who she suspects, who is basically on the run and is suspected of killing several people, and possibly even his own daughter. So we'll start off with Czar's thoughts on it.
Well, I think that it was a good anime. You know, it's my one complaint with the movie. I thought it should have been longer because the story could have dragged on just a little bit. Animation was good, story was good. You know, it had a few heartfelt moments. Made me want to cry, but you know, overall, I give it a 8 out of 10. I think it's a fair rating. You know, it's a fairly older anime model, but it still shows some good aspects. You know, like I said, good story, good animation. It really kept you interested in the movie. You know, so that's pretty much all I gotta say about my review. And now we're gonna hear James' review.
Alright. My opinion of Domain of Murder is kind of similar to his, but I think mine might be a bit more complicated. I like the movie a lot, but I think it has a lot of problems. The story brings up a lot of complex moral arguments, such as, is it right to kill someone if it will save other people's lives? But I think at the end of the day, it might not come up with, or at least us culturally, the right side of the argument of how you may see it. I think but overall the film is very good. I think that one of the biggest problems with the film, however, is that it's badly paced in the beginning. And it really doesn't pick up until halfway through the movie. And I think another one of the overall complaints, though, is that overall the main characters, and a lot of the characters are left out to dry. For instance, the character of the private investigator kind of becomes unimportant in the second half of the film. And it kind of feels like the first half of the film was complete setup, and a lot of the characters in this that were important in the first half of the film are not important in the second half of the film. For instance, the character of the bartender. But overall, this film has really, really good animation, and especially in the second half, the film really keeps you interested. It has a great tone of it that really makes you feel like you're watching a good part of this world. However, I feel like this story was made to be a part of several stories. I feel like like he said, the ending was the ending. It was kind of short, and I kind of feel like if they had drawn it out a bit more, could have felt like the story was more complete. I really felt like this was meant to have a sequel or be a part of a series, but overall, I don't think it became successful enough to become a part of a series. However, despite its flaws, I'd say the film is very good. Despite flaws such as that in many points the voice acting is a little off and really awkward music at times, like towards the end when it was playing elevator music, in my opinion, at a really dramatic moment, or music that sounded like elevator music, which I have to admit made me snicker a little bit. But despite those complaints, I give the film a good 7 out of 10. I think it's really worth picking up, and especially since I picked it up for about $3 at FYE, I'd say pick it up. It's a very good film.